Have you tried clearing your browser cache?
I just went live, thank you. And this is going to be really fucking appropriate. The show is dedicated to Apollo Legend.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to
I reinstalled the fucking browser.
My balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome.
Everybody's in tech support.
Keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me
hold on.
I am fucking deaf.
Makers, no chaser. Gets the blood flowing like a fucking pacemaker.
Nice.
Cut the middleman.
What's the fucking problem? What?
The stream is broken. It's a fucking gray screen.
All right, can you see it on your end?
Yeah. It's just a gray screen. Your
On
stream
your
right now
end.
is just a random gray screen. I'm not joking.
Yeah, the street. Yeah, on your end, it's just a gray screen.
Then it's fucking XSplit that's acting
Yeah.
up. It's XSplit that's
Nice.
acting up. That's probably what the Chrome issue is. So it's not even on that. So if I go to Microsoft Edge, which would have been funny to use, it's the same horseshit, huh?
Yeah, you'll see in a second.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I see
you'll
it.
see in a second.
Yeah, I see it. It's fucking it's XSplit.
Oh, XSplit.
I have an idea, bitches.
If it's XSplit, I'm anxiously waiting for comments in the chat.
Yeah, me too.
Because I know,
All right, hang on.
I know what it's gonna be.
I'm gonna try to fix this. Far more reliable. This is weird. I mean, see if there's anything good on there on their end. Sounds like it.
Yeah, you're live.
Are we live?
Yep,
Is
you're
it
good.
Fucked
It's
up?
live. It's live. You're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Some fucking weird setting at 800 fucking megabytes, which I did not change. I haven't been home. Apparently, that the OBS has affected my fucking Chrome to boot. So here we are. Welcome to 2021. Guess what? It sucks just like the last year. So yeah, I think I'm going to talk about a few things, and you guys can call in if the stream continues to work. So it looks good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Fantastic. Where's funny man fucking Nick now? Now it looks all fucked up on my end. Let's see if it fixes. Fuck this shit. I am seriously irritated. Call it if you want. I don't care. No, I wasn't Doxing Dream. What the fuck? There was no goddamn chance of it. I'll be in for the next, probably till Tuesday. And then I'll disappear again until we get everything up. As you see, the arcades are gone. And this Destiny needs to get the fuck out of here. And that's it. So all my momentum's screwed. What is the last thing? I remember the show last year, the first one of the year, being actually fucking good. And this year...
Yeah, but look how 2020 turned out as a whole. Maybe this is just the opposite.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be wonderful now because the year changed.
Yeah.
I'm looking for...
Yeah, exactly.
It's been amazing.
Yeah,
That's how it works. That's how it works. When the ball drops, everything just magically fucking changes. You didn't know that?
Yeah. Fucking yeah. Based as fuck was in my face. I want to see his view. Like, Keemstar kid is a dyke. You faggot. Okay. Why would I care if Keemstar's kid, even if she, first of all, you're a fucking pedophile. The kid's not even fucking old enough. Even if she was gay, why would I care? Mike the Bike with $2. Thanks so much. What were we going to talk about? Fucking Dream? I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to take calls. Fuck this cast. Bring up some stuff to me. What do you, let's see. What do you want? Fuck this cast already. I don't care. It's all fucked up. My momentum's screwed. So say something funny, man.
Hey, I just wanted to say that
That's
your
a lot of
title
money,
is
I guess,
really shit.
for a
It
person
sounds
of
like
color.
you are trying to dox Dream, which is the most retarded shit ever. Good job. You already failed.
Play the
Stream so
PragerU
far.
video.
I
It
don't
sounds
think
like
it
shit
gets any
too.
worse.
It sounds like shit too.
All of it is shit. The whole thing.
No,
Anyway.
get him out of here. I can't trust him for anything. Get the fuck out of here. It's 2020.
No, he was saying the title, the fucking title, not the stream.
Yeah, you're saying the title was shit.
Doxing Dream. I think it's funny. It's a play on words.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Doxing Dream, get it? I'm gonna be Doxing Dream. Fuck him.
Okay.
2021, obviously, coronavirus. No longer exists. No, it's gonna get better because they're gonna open up things.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
go back to normal. No, they're not.
And
Never.
and Tommy, we're safe because we're sitting down. Remember that.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
You think they're going to let go of this power? I'm almost kind of glad this happened, in a sense. For all the people that, like serve in the military, fucking cops, stuff like that keep the shit going. I'm in a way looking forward. It's all falling apart. So, to see what now you're going to get to see what it's like to live in a third world country. Whatever. I'm going to do what I can do to survive. So fuck all y'all. Welcome 2020. All right. Let me talk about Dream. Apparently they doxed Dream. And I personally don't care that much. I just think it's amusing. What did they say here? Let's see. On the web. It all started when Dream posted a picture of his kitchen on his second Twitter account. While most people simply liked the post and moved on, one fan set out on a quest. Dream's house. He found Dream's house. The marketplace Willow. Is that the name? The real estate marketplace is Willow. Has anybody ever heard of that?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Boy, that makes me feel pretty stupid for showing everybody my fucking house. I'm not doing that again. The only thing you're going to see is my office from now on. It's just made everything fucked up. His stands found his house via his Willow since Dream himself posted a video or photo of his kitchen. Welp, not one day, and it's already 2021. 21 is going to be one of those weird years. Maybe this is going to be normal. Ever think of that? This is the normal.
Remember, the ball dropped.
The ball dropped, so everything's fucking cured.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did they do the thing in New York?
You know what? I don't know, and I honestly
don't care. That's the stupidest tradition.
I don't care.
That's the stupidest tradition in American history.
I hope the thing fucking broke and it shattered that fucking city.
Yeah,
how about that?
My father hates the ball drop. You want your ball drop? Why is it a ball? Why is it a ball? Why does it drop? What's the fucking point? Why don't you have a countdown or a timer? Hey, the ball drops. Why? What does the ball represent? I don't know. I'm taking calls and I'm about ready to go fucking home because I have no cigarettes. This sucks. This definitely sucks. I don't even want to talk about any of this shit. Fuck everybody.
What's up?
What's up? How can I help you? Ask me anything.
You were asking what the ball drop represents. It's America's collective balls dropping at the start of the new year. It's really beautiful if you think about it, honestly.
It's great.
I don't really know what I'm calling in for, honestly. You're probably gonna get pissed at me, but I'm just here to shoot.
You said something funny, so you're already on my good list.
All right, well, I'll take what I can take.
Sure. What do you got for me?
I mean, honestly, I feel bad for Dream, honestly.
Why?
I mean, we on the internet we have this anonymity that a lot of people take for granted.
You're lying. I can tell you don't give a shit about Dream. Who the fuck are you kidding?
I mean, I don't know. Sure,
so you just wanted to talk to me.
Like, I don't care about that.
What do you care? I mean, I can tell. I don't care. He got doxxed. He's got 15 million subs. I think he'll be fine. Buy a security system. Shut the fuck up. I care if like regular people get doxxed. I don't care if celebrities get doxxed. This guy's a full-blown. This guy's a powerhouse. How many views is this Jackie ass pull in a day?
It's a pretty good trade-off,
I love this post.
Fame and money.
I kind of like this post accountability internet that we say, because like, look, in my day, people got busted and they were fucked. They may have been able to go on, but never. This guy got busted and nothing's ever going to happen. Look at these numbers.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
a day.
He's doing okay.
He's doing just fine.
I think he might be able to afford a ring system.
He's probably already at the point where he can retire. I don't think there's no reason to do that now. 1.6 million in the last 30 days. I tell you something. The fact that he cheated at, but he's pulling the views too. The fact that he cheated at Minecraft makes me wonder if he's fiddling with the algorithm though. You heard it here first. I do wonder about that, but I don't.
I don't know anything about YouTube.
I've never seen growth like this in the entire time I've been doing this.
It's crazy.
Nothing like this. I don't think Pewd saw anything like this. Let's take a look at his last year. Let's see. So he was that's Jesus Christ. So he in 2019 he earned, I don't even know where he's at. He earned 3 subscribers. Where was he at? Okay.
What the hell happened in between May and
like so
2019
January
and September?
last year he got 600,000 subscribers. His first last December this time last year he got 100K. Okay, then the next one 200,000 subscribers. Like what the fuck is he doing? And I understand Minecraft had a big year last year. There's no doubt. Minecraft's got big again.
Corona was starting to hit last year. People were staying inside.
I'd love to know where he was at. Dream is actually scrubby. Scrubby wishes he was Dream. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
believe me.
But seriously, what happened in like July of 2019? It went from like 3 to like 1,200.
So he had his big month, 600,000 in the month of November 2019, and then all right. So he probably had a big video, like a mega video. Then it goes back to 85,000 subscribers. That's still really healthy. 400K in January, 300K in, and he's well over 1 million at this point.
That's a lot of money.
300K in February. Fucking, he actually drops in March from the whole thing. Mike the Bike, $20. Dream, more like, Dream, more like Docs got him, and then it starts going insane. 300, 600, 1 million in a month, 2 million in the next month, another 2.6 the next. Next, he dropped to 1.8, 1.4 in October, 1.5 in November.
That's fucking nuts.
I've never seen anything like that. I don't think. I mean, except for
that's a lot of money,
whole
I guess,
kind of manufactured thing when
color.
Poods is going up. I don't think anybody's seen anything like that other than that particular time when he's going up against that Indian channel. No, nobody's seen that. Buy yourself some SIGs, big man. Good luck with the moving. It's pretty much done. We just got to move this shit out. The whole place is like done. It's taken care of.
By the way, for the record, your audio is like perfectly fine. I don't know what the last guy was talking about.
Because he's an asshole. He's been an asshole his whole life.
Probably.
There's no cure. All right. Well, thanks for the call, dude. Take care. I don't know what else to talk about. Fuck. It just kills you. The music actually gets me into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it just killed it. And I was all ready. I came here at 2:00 in the fucking afternoon to start reading shit and going over it. Dream sub-botted, LOL. I don't know if he sub-botted or not, but I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, Jesus Christ. How dishonest do you have to be to get an astrophysicist to fucking, basically run a straw man for you? And then if he's so like, I don't care if they took my submission. You have a better chance of getting royal flushes dealt to you. Like I said, like for 2 hours straight. Somebody told me it was like for like a week straight. than what Dream did in that stupid game. It's completely unbelievable. Snack, you're on the air.
Oh, you just mute the stream.
What? Yeah, go ahead.
Long time viewer, first time caller. Just joking. I haven't called in since like 2018 though.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if you think Dream almost sort of deserves the doxing he got.
No.
Because he's created such like a cringy, stanny fan base, and he completely feeds into it. Like
that's kind of Augie's view, isn't it? No, I think he deserves it, even if he's a creep and a liar and a fucking big fucking jerk off that, virtue signals. No, I think even cheating at video games, which is I think he's a pathetic person. I think he's a pathetic person, but does that deserve that all those wackos know where you live?
Yeah.
You really do. Like he's an asshole, and he's probably not a very good guy, and I wouldn't trust him. He's probably as cutthroat as they come as far as YouTubers concerned. He's clearly a phony too. I mean, he's God's honest. He's a fraud. The guy will say anything. It's probably nuts. He's like most big YouTubers I know. Like, there's not much of a person there. There's just like, the perfect example of that was the mini lad apology. He literally, that's all he is this. It's all he ever will be. Especially now that everybody knows he's fucking, sending 14-year-old kids dick pics or whatever the fuck it is that he did. And he seems to be, even his apology seems unapologetic.
I just want to make fans like kittens on Twitter, so I only see it going down from here for him.
You know what I wonder sometimes? I wonder if people are sick to fucking death of people like me and Keemstar and Augie and Tipster and the commentary, because I was thinking about this. What is the commentary community now? Like, you don't see, like, it's Tom, and Tom's in some trouble right now. I'm sure he'll recover, but what have you. It's the commentary community is Nick DiOrio and Augie. Like, and they like Nick is the only like classic sort of YouTuber. Augie, me, and Tipster are like the news type daily content guys. Like what? Like where are the no fuckers though? Where are all those guys in the NCO that were budding stars? They're either moved so far beyond like James Marriott, right, that they're never coming back to mid-tier drama.
Making more money.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
of money,
I can understand. I'm not even jumping on it.
it.
Yeah, but they're not coming back. You know, and the only like who's making moves? Who's making Nick? Nick gives half the community. I mean, John's hot. John was probably the biggest. He got the MVP for commentator last year, I would say. You know, John Swan wins the game last year. But who else? Who else is out there? Who else is competing? Who else is making video? It's just a bunch of guys sitting in that what's left of the NCO making, Diesel Patches was probably more exposed than fucking Turkey Tom. Just waiting to say the safest thing possible. And if the right guy yells at them, then they'll change their video and make an apology video. They'll just do anything. There's nothing. There is no commentary community anymore, if you really think about it.
So you think the commentary community should have more people taking risks and so on? Or
Sure. But I think the thing is, they don't want to make. They want to be loved.
Yeah. Most
of the guys want to be loved. Guys like fucking me and Nick, and Tipster's kind of a sensitive guy, but when he gets his feelings hurt, he carries through it.
Yeah.
Augie doesn't give a rat's ass about being loved, but most of the people we deal with really do. They really give a shit.
Well, because this is all they have.
Yeah, that's a good point. Exactly.
Yeah, Nick's, Willie Mack's definitely on our side of things. Like if it ends tomorrow for him, he'd be like, all right, guess I gotta, work at the paint company or whatever the fuck I'm doing,
I guess we just need a sort of Leafy figure then, like the villain, or I don't know.
He gave a fuck though. See, that's the thing. Leafy did give a fuck up until last year when he came back. Then he really did, because he had nothing to fucking lose. He wasn't even playing the YouTube game last year, and he was better than these guys. What happened to Doplex? You remember him? I thought he was talented, but I got to be honest with you, he's milquetoast as fuck. And I thought he's a pretty talented guy. But he plays it safe. See, most of these guys, they don't want to think. They don't want to do anything of the sort. What they want to do is spew something
money, I guess, for a
and be loved for it. And that's it. And that's why they all hate Nick. They all hate his fucking guts. Right? I used to be that guy, but now it's Nick.
Yeah.
Because Nick's smarter than them. He's more talented than them. He could do it live. He could do it with edits. And he's more influential. Nick, John may have won the best YouTuber of the year, commentator of the year, but Nick is the most influential 2 years in a row.
Yeah. I mean, no disrespect to Nick. I love his stuff. And I saw him come up here and so on. But I feel like John's videos are like the more content type. Whereas
I'm not knocking John. John's super talented.
Yeah.
But Nick makes shit happen.
Nick
is behind everything. Nick is behind more shit you know about than you know about. Nick is making shit happen. Everybody's like, it used to be Colossal's crazy, right? Whatever you say on Twitter, they all run and make a video on it. And another thing is, I think they're afraid to make videos because they're afraid Nick will take it apart. So they can't. You make some stupid fucking saying like, "Let's care about Black Lives Matter," or make some stupid grandstand. Who's gonna take? You're gonna be on Augie. You're gonna be on here. You're gonna Tipster might end up laughing at you. Willie Mac will probably say something dopey on Twitter and make you feel stupid. We killed it. We killed the Good. Been waiting for this my whole life. I killed it. And there's the super high guy like Scarce and Keemstar, but they're upper tier, not mid tier. Nobody can do anything. And I gotta be honest with you, why fucking John's big now? Because he listens to Nick. And John's real talented, but you gotta get the boost. And Nick is so good at like making you interested in something that's Nick's true gift. It's not his debating skills. He can make you interested in something that's almost inane. It just doesn't seem to matter. And the way he talks about it and the way he laughs about it and the jokes, all of a sudden you're just fucking hooked. Because that's how good he is. And the rest of them are just they always wanted to play it safe. That's it. They always wanted to play it safe. They just want to say something and be praised for it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Cordwood will be different. He's probably the only one I know, but I don't even know. Maybe it's because I left the NCO like 2018. I think it was 2018. It was 2019. I forget. Like, I don't know anybody anymore. Nobody impresses me. Cordwood's probably the only one, because that's only probably, I don't know if he's good or not, because Nick keeps telling me he is, so it's like, yeah, whatever. So I just believe Nick. What is it? It's gone. It's gone. It's more about, like, the streamer news guy. They're the ones that make the whole fucking thing go, because these guys don't have a unique take on anything. They won't take a risk. Nobody will. The whole fucking, and I'm glad it's destroyed. I'm glad they shit their pants with Nick. I'm glad they pretend to be nice to him and talk behind his back. Because you know what? That's one of the fucking things I hated about, you know, even before Alex's faux pas, like guys like Wild Spartans and Alex, it was all milk takes bullshit. That's why I like fucking Cavos when he came in.
Yeah, but Cavos is way different now. It's sort of,
yeah, he's way different. He had to adjust like everybody else, but he still got fucking sued. Don't tell me he's a pussy.
Yeah, fair enough.
And you got to know something about Cavos. You know, he hit a big 2017. He's not seeing the numbers. He's doing it because he loves it.
Mm.
You know, he's doing it because he absolutely loves it. He loves fucking YouTube drama. He does. And now I think we've gone 2 years now. It was in December 2018 when I was in Ireland. So that's the last time. That's when we kind of made up. 2 years. I think I know Cavo's a little. He's also, I think he'd never admit this, but he's reached out a little more. He's a little more involved in the community than he was. He's still a solo artist, but he'll reach out. You know. And I think that there was probably some, you know, stuff between when me and Keem were warring stuff. So yeah, I mean, who's fucking good? Who's up and coming? Nobody. And good. If you're not willing to get your hands dirty, if you're not willing to take the chance that Turkey Tom did, get the fuck out. You have nothing unique to say. It's like what? Colossal stops posting on Twitter, and all these guys go away. That's all I gotta say. But no, fuck the commentary community. Fuck them all. Fuck. All I did was go to war. I take chances all the time. It's like, you don't like my bad take? I don't fucking delete my tweets. Now, I think I may end up doing it for what's happening in a lot of stuff. But you know, it's like, yeah, if I had a bad show, bad take, whatever, I'm leaving this up. Fuck it. These guys, I mean, it's every T crossed and every dot, every I dotted, and nothing comes off as being genuine or human or anything. They're even afraid to be kids. A lot of them are kids, and they're afraid to be like kids. They're afraid to be teenagers. Yeah. So yeah, I think Nick's dominated this shit.
That's a lot of money, I guess,
and
for a person of color.
They're all fucking scared because they never had the guts to begin with. And any of the guys that were gone, like Tro's fucking doing his thing. We probably couldn't touch Tro now if we wanted to. Nobody wants to. I love Tro, and I'm glad, and I'm really proud of him, happy for his success. But yeah, there's like no in between. 2020 didn't produce anything. The only other guy is the Internet Unwind. Is a guy that really, like I said, last year was his year. Corona year.
Yeah. To be fair, I think 2020 wasn't a good year for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's true. That was a lot.
My 2020 was great, if anyone cares, which you don't. But fuck all you.
You had a great one. I moved. I got a new
my year was great. My year was great.
All right, let's take some calls. Thanks for the call, man. Thanks for pissing me off enough to talk. I'll just take calls.
Hey, there we go. Now the callers are coming in.
Yeah, good. Dr. Bishi, you're on.
Hello.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Let me speak. Which one are you? Oh, Scrubs, the 200. Dream has no balls. There he is. Yeah, he has no balls, Scrubby. Everything you say. Thanks so much. I do appreciate it. Nice way to start off the new year. $100. Give Scrubs some love in the chat, and go check his Scrubby channel, because that's when you kind of hear what he has to think. I love Scrubby to death, and let me tell you something. He's one of the smartest motherfuckers I know. And if you're smart, like Bobax was, there's another guy that's influential. Bobax. You retweet. Bobax is one of the most influential commentary YouTubers, period. And that's all he does is retweets. So to me, you can say all he does is retweets, or you can say, how the fuck did Bobax get there? I'll tell you what he did. He listened to Scrubby. There you go. And he fucking put the work in. Most of these motherfuckers don't want to put the work in. They just want to be loved.
Trill.
What do you want? What do you want? Which one are you? Are you the Jewish girl or the black girl?
I'm the African child girl.
Yes. How are you? Like, most people don't. Most people. What's up? How can I help you, Mishy?
So Walt told me to just come here and be like really mean to you, but I don't want to. So I want to be like really nice to you and like wish you a really like good day. So.
Why did Walt tell you to do that?
I don't know, because he fucking hates you or something.
Walt, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yell at a girl like with that voice? Listen, bitch! That would be crazy.
I just wanted to like just call you gay or something.
Nah, I wouldn't have got mad at that.
I can't do that shit.
Yeah. Where? I see. I can't ask where and after. Are you?
She's in love with you, Tommy.
Nah, she's not.
No, I'm not. He's married. How dare you?
No, I'm fat too. What do you want? I'm old, fat. I'm washed the fuck up.
Yeah, what the fuck, Fault?
Why don't you go for Jeff? Jeff's all. You ever see Jeff with his shirt off?
Yeah, but I kind of like the fat guys, you know, this with the sweaty moves. You know what I'm saying?
My moves ain't sweaty.
I was gonna say so. Really,
I'm not that fat yet. I'm working on it, but I'm working on it. Sweaty moves. All right, Mishy. I appreciate you calling because I love both of you guys. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. People don't even know. That's her voice.
By the way, she is over 18. I just want to point that out.
All right. I didn't hit on her.
No. I'm just saying for the chat.
I think there's a fake Tommy in the chat.
Yeah, there is.
A fake Tommy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lord N-word. No.
Holy shit, dude. It's Lord N-word.
I don't know. Who is it?
There's a Tommy C's SFTP.
Yeah, because it could be the same thing. I didn't write that. I can't walk and chew gun at the same time. Oh no, that's how you can tell me. Let's see. F you, motherfucker. There you go. All right, that's right. You can tell me. See, definitely not be me. All right, let's take some other callers. Barry D. Benson, you're on the air. How are you?
I'm chill.
What's up?
So I got some stuff involving the dream story, kind of.
Sure. Go ahead.
So it's a Twitter link. I might have to DM you for it or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me the. What about you? Want to give me a synopsis?
No,
Clownfish,
it's
thank you.
some interesting stuff I saw about I don't know, some dream stands. They were drawing some really messed up stuff, and I don't know. I kind of worries me considering the doxing.
Well, I don't want to. I don't anything doxing related. I don't want. You know that was a joke title. Get it?
Oh, okay.
I'm not getting that dox stream. What do you, no way. I would never dox stream. I don't drop dox.
No, someone else doxed him. I think some other stands doxed him.
Yeah, I know. He's too popular not to be doxed. That's just the way I see it. Somebody, you get that kind of fan base that's kind of used, handful of them, even more than a handful of them are bound to be an asshole. Or even just a psychopath or something like that. You know? Do you watch these videos?
Yeah, that's true. Huh?
Like
no, I don't. Not at all. I didn't even know he existed until like a couple of months ago.
I didn't know he existed until 2 months ago. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I would have loved to have been. I didn't know he did till he made that really funny. I love black people. That got my attention.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That was funny.
Considering I'm not white,
I think about minorities every day. I was washing my dog. I'm thinking, God, minorities got it bad. I hate that shit. Well, I mean, I love to hate it.
Tell you what, like, as one of those minorities, it makes me cringe every time I see a white person.
Well, I was in the army, and I every black guy I knew fucking hated when you talked to them like that. They would joke about it, or they just absolutely fucking hated it because it's condescending if you really think about it.
Yeah, and also just hearing white people be all like, "Oh, I hate white people." It's
yeah.
Also,
I think the white people probably still got it more hate. I've never really heard. I've never heard a black guy say anything. I'm trying to think. No, I have, but it wasn't that bad. Not as bad as what white people say.
Probably. Yeah.
I've been called a white boy or something like that in an angry manner. I suppose that, but I don't really give a shit about that.
Yeah,
you know?
I've heard much worse from the other side. But anyway.
It's probably one of those things that you got to be into here. Like I remember, like when I was younger and probably stupider, I would like ask, tell me a white joke. And because I figured like. And it was such a dumb thing. He's like, what do you mean a white joke? I was like, well, I mean, everybody has racial jokes. So probably, I don't care how awful it is. Tell me it. He says, why do you think I tell white jokes? I'm like, I don't know. Because your grandfather tells you black jokes? I'm like, well, yeah. Well, you guys are fucked up then. I'm like, I totally got funny. My family, he's all grandstanding. He's like, my family doesn't do that. Where are you from? Of course.
No, I will say like my family certainly does that, and they're like Hispanic, but they do that like to both sides. I don't know, it's weird.
I don't care. Ball, hate's one thing. Ball busting by grandpa, bitching by grandpa is not necessarily the biggest racial problem we have to solve. But I
personally think it's funny hearing race jokes.
Yeah,
even if it's like directed towards my group.
I like them too. I mean, I think it's
the world needs more friendly racism.
I don't think it's racism. Racism has to do with hate. No, I honestly believe in. I took this from Stern. I think when we joke about our idiosyncrasies, stereotypes, I think it actually brings people closer to laugh at certain things.
Look at South Park.
As long it's just like it's like, all right, is it fun to make fun of Jews? Is it okay to make fun of Jews about you take like a Brooklyn Jew? What are you talking about? I think that's you talk like Jackie Mason or something like that. I think that's always funny. You start talking about Jews going in the oven or some shit like that. That's where you cross the fucking line,
right?
So that's like always the best thing. So as long that's because oven is hateful. The way Bernie Sanders talks or Jackie Mason, that's funny. That's funny stuff, and that's where the stuff is.
I think people should stop taking themselves so seriously too, because I think that's comedy. At the end of the day, it's making fun of other people's like weird like cultural differences.
No, you're just insensitive. You're just being very insensitive.
You clearly hate white people.
I'm a very insensitive Mexican.
Yeah, everybody on this planet's a fucking
hateful.
pussy now.
You're clearly hateful. Just remember, you're only number 2 on the scale. The blacks have you beat, Miss Hispanic woman. You will never be on the top of the food chain when it comes, or the bottom, or whatever. I would say it's. Top.
Oh yeah, I've like gotten like I will say I have like gotten discrimination from both sides. Like I've gotten discrimination from black and white people.
Come to think of it, but most of the guys were good guys. I went to school where I was, where it was like a summer school where we did like metalwork shop work, and I was one of 2 white kids there. There was some bad dudes, and I did experience my first bout of racism, but 90% of the guys were cool as fuck. So I mean,
I live in North Carolina, so like there's a lot of like, I don't know, deep in the South. So I see that stuff like constantly. I think the first time I'd ever witnessed it was when I was like 12, and I saw this Mexican kid get beat up.
Oh really?
As a joke.
See, only white kids get beat up like that where I'm from.
Oh wow.
I don't know any white guys that get together in like New York. Let's go beat us up. It might happen in like neighborhoods like in Brooklyn and shit. But not where I grew up in suburbia. Nobody's like, hey, let's go beat up some black people today, because that's a good way to get your ass kicked.
Nowadays it's only like the special ed kids that get that, which sucks, but at least it's
really,
me.
what makes them so special?
Yeah.
All right, Barry, thanks so much for calling. I do appreciate it. I love these conversations.
No problem.
Take care.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think talking about this stuff actually helps and doesn't hurt. That's always been my opinion. As long as you're not hateful, that's always will be. Bomb Master, you're on the air.
So you know how the clip of the I Love Black People from Dream or something? What's next? Is he gonna try and pander to neurodivergent people by using those stupid Twitter things?
I don't know. What's neurodivergent? I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Well, apparently there's these like tone indicators these people want you to do, because we gotta be considerate for the neurodivergent people. But
what are they? That's my question. What are neurodivergent? I'm a boomer. Help me out.
I don't know exactly.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't be talking about shit you don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Okay. I just wanted to say that it's also kind of the same thing where they don't want to be babied like this.
Oh, the neurodivergence? Yeah, I hate when people pander to neurodivergence. It's so condescending.
Yep.
Fucking people, I don't know the fuck they are. Yeah, that's a good point. Is that all you got, Bomb Master? Is that all you got?
See ya.
Bye.
Yep.
Great.
Did I fall for some kind of joke? I think I did.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy, check your right.
What? Check my what?
Check your DMs. I sent you a Nicholas Diorio tweet. Nick wants your thoughts on it.
Fuck Nick. What? Oh, because they put what's her name in? I didn't find this that weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe Nick will be disappointed with me. I didn't think this is that weird. Because in the YouTube rewind, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was tastefully done. I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm going to hell, but I spit out my trick. Like, what am I missing here? She died. All right. She's old as fucking dirt. What's the punchline, Vault?
I don't know. It's just funny. Thank God it's over.
Because she died. Like,
thank God it's over.
I'm missing it too.
Oh. YouTube rewind.
Thank God he's dead.
It's over, and she paused it. Oh, that's terrible. All right, I get it. It's not that funny. SJ, you're on the air. Talk.
John, have you heard of the assimilation attempt on Jamie Hopper and not?
I don't care. It's not funny.
I hate you.
Shadow Crescent, you're on the air. You got to be funny if you're gonna troll me. So get it in quick. When I listen to new music, it's like 3 seconds, and if it doesn't hook me, I'm out. And you know what? It's very rare where I go back, well, maybe I should have gave that song a better listen. All right, Shadow Cassette, you're on the air.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right, I got a burning question that's been on my mind for a while.
Oh, yeah. All right. Try the other hand.
Who will win in a race, you or Diorio?
Who in a race? He's younger than me. Probably maybe Diorio at this stage. I don't. Diorio is deceptively athletic. You've seen those videos, right, Nick? Or Night Jeff?
Oh yeah.
He's
the one where he lays the kid out.
Oh, you see? Oh, I was talking about his skating and his shooting.
Oh, no, I've seen that too. Yeah,
he could shoot. Diorio's got a nice shot. I bet you didn't have that good a shot when you played, did you?
What, me?
Yeah.
No, I did. Actually.
You had a good shot?
Yeah.
Were you a good pitcher too? That's usually good indication.
What? No, I was an outfielder.
Good slap shot. Yeah, so was I. Because they wouldn't let me pitch. Who would win? Probably I smoke. Probably him.
Okay.
I weigh less too. Maybe I don't. I'm a lot taller than Diorio, I think. How tall is Diorio?
He's shorter than Keemstar. Based on the photo that they took.
I'm much bigger than Keemstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Diorio. He's younger and he doesn't smoke, and he's always been a fat ass, so he can handle that weight. Me, it's a new thing. So well, there you go. Is that what you needed?
Yes, buddy. Thank you, Tommy.
All right. Good.
That's the thing, though. Like, if Nick would start working out, he'd be absolutely shredded.
Yeah, because he's so fat.
Well, no, not only that, because like when you're shorter, like you don't have to move as much to get like a complete contraction.
Yeah,
in the
I
muscles.
knew that. You know, these short guys could do push-ups for fucking days if they were in half good shape. I hated that shit.
Same thing with fucking squats too.
All these guys that won the push-up,
you have to move 2 fucking inches.
Let me tell you something. All those guys that won the push-up contest and shit, they were and the sit-up contest, they were all under 6 feet. All of them when I was in the Army. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You ever watch LeBron James try to do a fucking squat? It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. I bet it is. I bet it hurt. I don't blame him.
He's also what, 6'8", 6'9"?
Trendish, whatever you name is. I can't say it. I'm too stupid.
It's Zinch. Hello, I'm just about to come in here while my stuff renders. Did you hear the stuff about how like these people essentially released like the picture of like Dream's 14-year-old sister and her
14-year-old sister? No, that I didn't hear. That's fucked up.
No, like Dresta. Again, I admit I watch his content. Don't judge me.
I don't care. I don't care who you watch, dude.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But essentially, I saw like a picture. It was removed almost immediately, so I can't send a link to it. But there was a picture of her and also her full name. And somebody was going around on Twitter with like the name and her face as the profile picture.
That's awful.
And I think releasing that kind of information to the kind of fans that Dream has is extremely fucked.
You know, you know what I think I should do? I think I should like do a show interview of a Dream fan, and you got to find me the biggest Dream fan follower, and just like a regular, like no bullshit, not make fun of him interview, and see what he thinks. I would love to interview.
Imagine if you could get Dream himself on for an interview. I think that'd be fun.
Not for me. I'm not that lucky.
Nah, you don't have that 1.75 trillion chance.
I don't tolerate it unless I was thinking one time to having Copper Cap on, but the problem with having Copper Cap on is, now he didn't tell me this. This is my opinion. He's clearly in character, right? But I personally like Copper Cap. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I consider him a friend. I just don't want to put people on in character. There's another guy, the Englishman. I can't remember his name. It slips my mind. I'm not going to even say who it was, but he also does a character. I don't want to have those conversations. I want to have like real conversations. Even like when Ricky came on, one of the reasons it took so long, we didn't interview Ricky till late 2018, you know, and I've known Ricky for years. And I wanted him to be himself, you know, because Ricky's a pretty cool guy offline, you know. He's actually he's pretty funny. He's pretty good. He's an interesting person. Minus his YouTube stuff, he's an interesting person. And I don't know. I just like to put Dream on. The guy's such a phony. I'll call him out right on the spot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. This is the thing. I've from what I've heard from people from what I've seen and heard from people who are actually close to Dream, apparently he's still nice when he's off he's still like nice and cool when he's off the air.
Yeah.
But again, it's that kind of, people are always different when they're on the air. People always are. It's
sure.
Yeah. Everyone's different when they're on the air. Sure. And but I personally feel, also for the cheating allegations, I feel he'd have been about 10 times better if he just said, "Okay, that's fine, I cheated," because it's not like he's going to be speed running again anyway.
No,
like he could have just said, "Yeah, it's like Critical said, yeah, I cheated, and then dipped."
I disagree. And this is not a moral argument. That's a moral argument you're making. You should say it because it's the right thing to do and you want people to trust you. You know, I'm a human, I cheated, I want to be the best, and whatever.
Yeah.
He is so big. He is so big. He has got so much clout capital.
Yeah, no. He's this is the thing. I've been of the opinion.
It's actually
give it like
better if he continues to lie about it, because now that's a part of his allure. He's the guy who cheated and got some astrophysicists to straw man the people that were, and they didn't even name the astrophysicists. It was just it was literally what do they call that? Appeal to authority fallacy. Like that was like the living embodiment. They got some rando guy that's claimed he was they claimed he was a fucking an astrophysicist, and it was just too fucking funny, man.
I personally think of two ways that goes down. One, he either genuinely thought he was getting an actual astrophysicist, and at this point he was like, "Oh shit, I've made a mistake and I can't go back on it." So now he's got to double down, or he deliberately went.
You Northern Irish?
Oh yeah, I am Northern Irish.
I knew you were Northern Irish.
It's the accent. Everybody can tell. Yeah, and that's another thing about the conversation earlier.
I knew you were in fucking Ulster or whatever the fuck you're from. I didn't.
I'm from County Down.
Okay.
Yeah,
you guys talk funny with the other Irish.
We do talk very, very funny, but we're
How many Catholics have you killed?
It's a slowly, steadily growing number. I personally like to snipe them from my window. Like
we don't need no black and tans. We got it.
Oh no, she black and tans, come out and fight me like.
Come out, you black and tans.
It's probably being lowballed because the listing those deaths says Corona deaths.
I know. They're looking for monkeys at the zoo. And if I had a face like you, I joined the British Army.
Yeah, Yes. But no, the thing was with. Especially, by the way, with Northern Ireland, we are literally some of the hardest people in the world when it comes. We have the biggest amount of gallows humor because it was the way we managed to get through that period of time.
I love all the Irish. I even like the Protestant Irish. I love them all.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
I was literally, I was as an American Irishman, I was literally raised to hate your guts, and I like woke up one day. I don't even fucking know them.
I have.
I just like had an epiphany when I was 20. You know.
There was a time I went over to the United States with my aunt. This was fucking years ago, like. But we met up with these American Irish people. Like they were the real plastic patty sort. Like
really?
You know the
I know the term plastic patty. Yeah, I know
the most obnoxious type of people in the world.
Yeah.
And whenever they meet a true Northern Irish or Irish person, there are two things they want to talk about, and that's religion and politics. My aunt said the phrase when they started talking to her. My aunt said the phrase, "I am not a Catholic," and one of them got up and walked away.
I'm not surprised because I was brainwashed in that horse shit too.
Yeah, it's all horse shit.
You know what
no
it is? You know what it is? I took a like one of my friends were in fucking Scotch Irish bands they have, and I took my turn at the drums for a little while, and you really as an American you really want to connect to that. You want to know what, but then you wake up one day and you realize it's better to be American Irish. It's all the laughs.
There's still bomb threats here. They're like regular bomb threats.
All the laughs and none of the poverty. American Irish aren't comfortable with being American Irish, but I think being American Irish, New York and Boston Irish is the best. Yeah, it's the best one to have. But yeah,
this is the thing. Most of the people, especially in the younger generation, the older generation is toxic, really toxic here. Yeah, but the younger generation have all realized, wait, there's no good guy paramilitary and bad guy paramilitary. They're all terrorists.
Yeah,
and they all want to kill people.
When I was in San Francisco, I learned that. I was in my late teens, like 19, and I met a bunch of people from, and they were, I even said like, oh, they're from Northern Ireland. Is it okay? He's like, dude, that's a government, man. That's not us. We don't give a shit about that stuff. And these guys were they were mixing from all sorts of, Protestant Irish, what have you. That's why I learned all that shit. Yeah. And you shouldn't. And I think, we used to get hit up by, like, a lot of the money, the gun money comes from fucking New Jersey and New York. You know that, right?
Yep.
Because
100%.
A stupid fucking American. Well, they don't even think they're donating that. They think they're giving it to the Irish orphans. I got to give back because I'm rich.
Interesting fact. I don't personally judge, but whenever somebody tells me, hey, I'm going to go to my dealer to get some weed, and I said, I can guarantee 100% that you're funding the paramilitary. It's going
right to the fucking IRA of the provost.
Yeah, it is going. It is going right to the IRA, the UVF, the UDA.
That's exactly where it's going.
To one of them.
It's exactly where it's going. No fucking.
And there's also the fact I have some very fun stories. Just
so unfortunately, I would love to talk about this. This is a subject I'm interested in, but I can't do this to my audience. I want to talk about like that. Yeah,
I might call back in some other time.
Yeah, but you're a little more open about it. But I always tell people when they go to Ireland, do not bring that shit up. Do not say the IRA even joke.
If you bring it up as an American, people will get very upset at you.
They get upset. They usually just get really uncomfortable. Like I said when I was a kid. But I grew up.
American asked for an Irish car bomb in a bar once, and the room
that's so funny because my buddy Gary's from Cork, and he started. This is what it was so funny. I used to work at a place called O'Halloran's, and my buddy Gary was like fresh off the fucking boat, and he was bartending her first day. And this guy walks up, hey, you're really Irish. He goes, yup, just got here just last week. That's great. Hey, give me an Irish car bomb. And he was like, Catron! Like, what the fuck's an Irish car bomb? And this guy, he thought the guy was fucking with him,
Oh, Kathleen, get this man out of my house. Get the shovel. Get him out my horse if necessary.
Well, his instinct was to punch a guy in the fucking face, but he knew he couldn't do that the first fucking order he got. No, but pretty much. He had to be taught to drink Irish car. They don't do that over in Ireland. Yeah, Irish car.
No, they don't. And if you ask for it, you're likely to get kicked out.
Oh, really? Even now?
Even now, especially because people are trying to move past it, essentially, at this point.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because Scott has been fucking almost 30 years since the Irish Peace Accords.
Yeah, it's been almost 30 years, but it poisons everything in this country. Everyone talks about politics all the time here.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, I would like to... I'm interested in that stuff, but it's good talking to you, even though you're a fucking Orangeman. Take care.
Put away me sash. Don't worry.
Take care, man. Bye-bye.
All right.
I like talking about that stuff. I love that country. And it's great. What's offensive about an Irish car bomb? Why is it offensive? Because people want to move past it. It's just what he said. You know, I'll never forget Gary. He's telling me the story. He's like, he didn't know what to do. And the guy wasn't fucking with him. He just wanted an Irish car bomb. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck. Let's take a few. What time is it? Oh, I got a half an hour left. This is a terrible stream, but I'm doing my best, guys. I'll be back tomorrow if you can't get enough.
Hey, fuck it. The money's still coming in. Fuck it. It's good.
It's not about that.
Yeah, who cares?
Well, it's about that,
kidding,
but that's not my motive. Like, I want to put on a good show.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Big Wally on here.
But thank you guys for the money.
Thanks.
We heard about what happened in Nashville?
Yeah, where the car blew up.
No. The simulation attempt on Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah. Well, what I think. You know what I think you should do? I think you should go to your
fuck your
local
mom, man.
Verizon. Yeah. Well, you got to dig her up first. I think you should go to fucking a Verizon and fucking blow yourself up, you little piece of shit.
I want to fuck your mom, man.
You can't. You fucking your tiny dick will. You got a big fucking bone in your fucking splinter in your dick. He's dead. Clownfish, you're on the air. That sounded like one of those old prank calls, like, you know.
Hey, Tommy.
It was awful.
How can I help you?
Oh, well, I just wanted to touch on something the second last guy said, or was talking about.
The Irish one?
Yeah, the Irish bloke. He said that like people would just like walk away once they heard that like someone.
Oh boy!
Here we started. Fucking here we go. He said what? They walk away from what? Maybe you refresh my memory.
Well, sorry. Like how people like walk away from someone because they said that they're not religious.
No, what he said was that's not what he said. What he said was when American Irish bring up something uncomfortable, they'll get up and walk away, talk about the IRA or something like that. So, and I've seen that happen, and I've seen Americans make people from the homeland uncomfortable. I probably did it myself as a teenager, just not knowing any better. That's what he said. He wasn't saying about walking away. You're Catholic? I'm Catholic too, by the way. I'm Irish Catholic, American Irish Catholic. Yeah. That's all he was saying. He was just saying like people want to move past that. Like, you know, how old are you?
I'm only 20.
All right, good. Thank fucking God every fucking day. Because all through the 80s when I was growing up, there's nothing but murder and fucking blood over there. And you should be thankful it's fucking over. I understand not all the wounds have healed, but it's not worth fucking fighting over, especially if you're not in the shit. You know, look, if I was going to support a side, it would have been the Catholic side. All right? But you know what? I think this shit's better. I think the peace is better. I would love to see Scotland be its own country, Wales be its own country, and Ireland to be one country again. But you know what? It's not worth the fucking blood at this stage.
Okay.
And that's I think that's what I think he had a very peaceful message. But yeah, I think Catholics get a raw fucking deal up there. I do. They get treated like shit. I mean, for Christ's sakes, the English let a serial killer go around killing people in the 80s, and they looked the other fucking way and paraded that bastard through the streets of Belfast when he died as a hero, and he was just a serial killer. That's all he was. And the English looked the other way. I can't remember the fucker's name. All right, I get that.
Right.
I mean, I used to read horror stories about, having to put your religion down on a piece of paper to let you. I mean, yeah, I get it.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person. But
I think it's the only good thing I'll ever say about Bill Clinton. I think he did a fantastic job, and thank God every day that it wasn't there. It wasn't even in Southern Ireland. It's so much better now than it was, and it's just let the fucking wacko provos and the wacko fucking what's left of the IRA or the real IRA, whatever they call themselves now. Let them fucking kill each other and shit, because you don't want it like it was, man. It sucked. British kids getting blown up in a fucking club just for going dancing. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. And don't get caught up in that shit, clownfish. Don't get caught up in that horse shit, right?
Yeah, man.
You want to protest? Okay. You want England out? I get that. Here's the fuc's dirty truth.
No, I'm not familiar with all that history, by the way. It's like, sorry to interrupt there, but yeah.
Here's the dirty truth. Ireland can't be one country.
Sorry,
they can't
my
afford
audio
it.
cut out.
All right, I'm going to tell you the dirty truth. Ireland can't be one country because they can't afford it.
Fuck.
That's it. You guys couldn't afford to take them in. It would be a financial fucking disaster. You know, there's a big problem over here when they took in East Germany. You guys don't have the German economy. You couldn't do it if you wanted to. It'd be financial collapse. And I'd rather be two separate Ireland than both fucking countries being poor. So, what do you think of that, Clownfish?
Yeah, man. Fucking country shit is just difficult. I don't like thinking about the people at the top of that kind of stuff. It gets very stressful very quickly.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Catholics don't run. Don't worry. No one's saying you're a pussy. All right, get out of here, pussy. You can't talk. Bye.
Yo,
what?
Do you want to play that fucking video that fucking Nick told us about?
Yeah, why not? I gotta put it in Google fucking.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta go to Microsoft Edge.
I gotta go to Edge.
Right?
This is the first time I ever had Microsoft Edge. God, I hope there's something wrong with my computer. That's the last thing I fucking need. Yeah, you know that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get over there. There's something wrong. I have to wait for something to get fucking fixed or some horse shit like that. Set as default. I might be going to Microsoft Edge. Then everybody will laugh at me. I don't want that either.
What a loser. He's fucking using Microsoft Edge.
He's using Microsoft. All right. Nick has been telling me to watch this, and Prager University follows me. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll unfollow me after this.
Who was Robert E. Lee?
All right. Here we go. Who was Robert E. Lee by Prager University? Supposedly, I'm going to be in for a big shock here. This was uploaded by Prager University, their conservative YouTube channel. I generally like most of the stuff I get from there, with a few exceptions. I think it's sanity. So I can't imagine what this horse shit's going to be. Here we go.
Who was Robert E. Lee?
Okay.
Statues of great historical figures, like Robert E. Lee, are being torn down across America. Here are some facts about Lee that remind us why his statue should remain. Robert E. Lee was connected to George Washington through his father, Light Horse Harry Lee, Washington's cavalry commander, and his wife, Martha Washington's great-granddaughter. Lee's home at Arlington House was just 10 miles from Washington's Mount Vernon. Today, it is the site of Arlington National Cemetery. After 30 years of military service, Lee led U.S. Marines to crush the attempted slave rebellion by radical abolitionist John Brown in October 1850.
What? Watch that again. The fuck? Hold on.
After 30 years of military service, Lee led U.S. Marines to crush the attempted slave rebellion by radical abolitionist John Brown in October 1859. 21 co-conspirators had seized a federal armory, and all of them were killed or
Somebody set them up.
John Brown. Lee deemed slavery a moral and political evil in any country.
But he was willing to fucking fight and kill for it.
But he was willing to.
And by the way, I think Lee's statue should be left up for historical reasons. I don't know, but not for these reasons.
Yeah, not for this. I mean,
I'm not against him leaving. He still is a historical figure. What do you want to cut it? That's fucking funny.
That's great.
But considered it a greater evil to the white man. It almost feels like some guy got in there and fucking made a goof video. You know, that's what it feels like.
Almost, yeah.
They took this down real quick.
What do the comments say on this?
Yes, this has got to be a troll. It's a great one.
What do the comments say? What do the comments say?
It's not one of the videos. This thing was straight up deleted.
Oh.
So this is just a reload of Robert E. Lee. I'm merely just being a reporter informer from sharing this. Is this a fake though?
Apparently, according to Nick, it's real.
I don't know, but it's
according to Nick, it's real.
Yeah. Let me check.
Tommy, I can actually get you the original reactions to this video.
Oh, is it on the is on the Prager University channel?
So it was on the Prager University Twitter. They didn't delete the tweet. They deleted it from Twitter Media Studio, so all the replies are still there. It just,
all right, that's enough for me. Like,
I saw this was attached to the account.
Like, this is like it's almost nonsensical. Like,
dude, they said that slaves are better off here because it's immeasurably better to be a slave in America than to live in Africa. Like, that's a legit argument this video made.
Did somebody like get in there and pretend to be conservative and make this video?
Wouldn't they have taken the tweet down?
They haven't taken the tweet down yet? Oh,
no, the tweet. You could see all the original replies. I just sent you the original tweet.
What does it say? Like,
let me see.
I'll fucking look at it.
Yeah.
Why didn't they like the Prager follows me? Strangely enough, the video has been deleted. Here's why it should remain. Like, why did they have the tweet up? You would think this would be a. I would think this is a parody of white supremacist cretins, but I consider the source. His legacy of putting down the slave rebellion should be honored. Thanks for having me. I tried my best.
Dude,
you're right,
you might dislike Robert E. Lee, but how would you feel to know he fought really hard for slavery?
Somebody fucked them.
Keep going.
Here we go. Fuck off, fuck straight off, you racist Nazi pig humping goobers. Well, the SJWs get their chance. The SJWs finally got something legit to bitch about.
Yeah.
And I say that as a Southerner whose Southern roots go back to 1600. Lee is a goddamn slave torturing traitor. I didn't know these tortured slaves, but feel free to join him in hell if that floats your boat. Chris Floyd. A traitor to the U.S. deserves a statue. Well, you know, the idea with the statues and shit and stuff like that is let the wounds heal. You know, but I think everybody wants to go dig them and pick them up again. Yeah.
The part that's just so fucking funny is that, like, all of these arguments are terrible. I've heard, like, legitimate arguments to keep statues up, but it's like, at the end of the video, we didn't even get that far. They say something along the lines of, like, Robert E. Lee at the E. Lee College or whatever supported the black freed slaves' right to an education, but opposed their right to vote, as if that's, like, a positive.
Here's the reason I think he's a historical figure. I think he was a fantastic general as far as a military person. But yeah, was he on the wrong side of the slave fucking thing? Absolutely. But I have trouble judging people in almost it was almost 200 years, right? We're getting there.
Almost.
Yeah, like I have trouble judging people with modern morality. It's the same thing I feel about Columbus. You know, I mean, he's awful to natives as well.
But you see, like, that would be a good argument.
Yeah.
If the basis of this video wasn't like,
I mean, Columbus is by what a bastard he was by our standards, his discovery is still important, you know. And same thing with Lee and all these other guys. You know, the fact that we're gonna judge fucking like, you know, I'm sure. What fucking they probably don't like any European figures. Come to think of it.
Like, have you ever heard of slavery? I'm sorry. Have you ever heard of the Union referred to as a radical abolitionist? Like, is that ever?
No, I've never heard that.
Ever been like made ever? Like, I've never heard of that before.
You know, fucking Gandhi was a racist piece of shit too, but I wouldn't say his greatness is any less for being. I mean, look up right now what Gandhi said about black people. It is not nice, and it's a lot closer to our time period than fucking Robert E. Lee. But I don't know if that takes away from what he's done. Maybe he was ignorant. You know what I mean? I don't know. And look, I get black people being uncomfortable with Lee's statue being up. I get it. You know, look, if you feel differently than me, well, that's fine. If you think the statue should go down, take it up with your state legislature. Maybe they'll take the fucker down. I don't know. But yeah, I think they should be up, but it's not worth fucking dying over. Whatever. And then I don't know. It's almost like some guy infiltrated them and fucked them. But maybe I just.
Yeah, this is like one of those where it's like when you say like your favorite YouTuber is racist, and then you play a clip, and you're like, all right, that's not that racist. And this is like that one where you're looking at like, this is really racist.
Of course, it's just insane. It's not. It's such a bad argument. It almost feels like it's on purpose. And I got to be honest with you, Prager's pretty milquetoast. Like,
yeah, like
liberal,
they're not like this far right. So when this hit, like everyone was just like,
I don't even know if this is far right. Like a far right fucking, kind of undercover low key Nazi guy would be smarter to make that argument. But
that's not low key. Like what I just saw here was not low key.
Yeah,
was like
it's almost so weird.
They might as well have just replaced that video with a Heil Hitler.
Yeah, just at the end, Heil Hitler. Fuck.
They put John Scarce doing his Hitler salute at the end.
That was great. John Scarce's Hitler salute was one of the greatest Hitler salutes of all time. That's pretty. There's a lot of good ones out there. Holy shit. Let's take a last. We got 10 minutes. I can go home and get cigarettes. Mr. I don't even know what your name is, but you're on the air. Go.
So my brother is going into the military soon. He's being deployed soon.
Yeah.
And he says the only reason he wants to go is because he wants to know what it's like to fight.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that.
How old are you?
I am 16.
And he is like 18?
22, I think.
Where's he being deployed to?
I don't know, but he's already done the...
He's deployed over here. All he's going to do is mop fucking floors. So let me put you at ease. Nothing's happening over here. They're not even letting the guys off post. If you're coming to Germany. He wants to go fight? Is he in the infantry?
I have no idea. He's on reserve.
Did he go to Fort Benning?
What?
Did he go to Fort Benning? Is he Army, right?
No, he's a Marine.
Mm-hmm. Did he say that before he went in or during?
What do you mean?
Did he say that I want to go? I want to see what it's like to fight before he went in the Marine Corps or while he's in the Marine Corps?
He hasn't even been to boot camp yet.
And he wants to go? Well, he's gonna find out. You know how to feel. Well, you gotta let your brother make his own choices. Has he done anything crazy? Does he pull cats' tails off or anything like that, or he just want to know what it's like to fight? Does he,
No.
Did he torture animals growing up or anything like that? Was he a bully?
No. I'm concerned. I mean, I'm sure everyone
concerned in what way? Are you concerned about his mental health? Are you concerned that he's crazy? Are you concerned that he might get killed overseas? What are you concerned about exactly?
I'm concerned that he might get hurt. That's all.
I understand that. That's normal. I'm going to talk to you like a grown up, if you don't mind, Miss 16-year-old Miss. People get killed in the military in training accidents all the time, all day, every day. There's a certain risk to doing this job, right? Let me before I get back to this story, let me tell you, when I was in training, when I was in AIT, all right, the sergeant took over the schoolhouse, just come off of recruiting duty, all right, and he gave us, this is what he expects here, and this is what's going to happen, and blah blah blah, and you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to go out and be good soldiers, all right, and then he walks out the class, and we all sit down, and he pops back up, we all pop up, parade rest. He says, "Yo, sit down, sit down." I got to ask you something, kind of off the record, and now he starts talking to us like normal, right? I just got off recruiting duty. How many of y'all responded to an ad, came in because, we came to school, to your high school, got in from, I think it was America's Army, it was a game, I don't think you can still download that shit. America's Army, how many, and nobody raised their hand. And then he goes, how many of y'all just walked in and signed up? Every fucking kid in the class, all 25 boys. I was one of them. I just walked in and signed up too.
Why was that?
For me, it was like, I need to get the fuck out of this town. I'm going nowhere. And this seems like as good a place to die as any, because I think that's the way it was looking. I had a friend of mine just got fucking sent away to prison for 8 years because of a murder that he was involved in. It's time to go. Wasn't going nowhere. But I was always very patriotic, and that's a big part of my family. And I was like, if these guys did it because they got drafted, why don't I do it because it could help me and, I can actually see what it's like. So the way I see my service, I was like a fan. I was a witness. So I went to the military to tell you all what it's really about, all right? Wasn't the best soldier, certainly wasn't no fucking worst, all right? But I did get to meet people, and I had the fortune of being about 27 when I was in there, so I had a little life experience when I went in. It's a calling like a priest. Some boys get it. Your brother probably got it. Because it's not as simple as you probably ask yourself, why do I why would my brother want to die? It's not about that. It's a test.
I know. He says that he went and did some sort of martial arts, Krav Maga, for a while, and he, I guess, didn't feel like it was enough. And I'm proud of him because he's trying to do what he knows, and right now
he's trying to find himself. He got the call. He might probably go in there 2 years and bounce, 4 years and bounce. He wants to see what it's like. Dave went in for the same reason. He wanted to see what it's like. 9/11 happened in basic training. It's the funniest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, 9/11 just happened to coincide with that.
Is that fucking funny? No, but I think you got to let him go and you got to support him. And I don't know if I can put you at ease. First of all,
I don't think anyone can.
We don't have any major conflicts going on. He's got a better chance of getting an STD than he's getting killed. We don't have major conflicts going on. I mean, drawn down. He's probably going to want to get out there. The overwhelming odds, like the way, like when I was in, there's a pretty good chance you'd see Matt, at least be around action. I'm trying to think what we got going on. And it also depends on what he does. If he's combat support like I did, the odds of him seeing combat are almost like none. He's got a better chance of getting killed in training. But if he's infantry, that goes up a little bit, but you got to know that he's going to be squared the fuck away. I don't know. You probably don't know. You don't know what that means.
He's supposed to be doing something in mechanics because he wants to work on guns and be a gunsmith. So
yeah, but you be gunsmith and you can have my job too. Anybody, Dave was gunsmith too. But it depends on if he's 11 bang bang, then obviously if he's got an infantry job, he's engineer, stuff like that. The odds go up, but you can be a pair. God, when I was in a year before I got to Tikrit, some paperwork guy got fucking clipped by a mortar. So that shit happens. You can't really look. He don't look at it like that, and you don't look at it like that. Support your brother. Don't fucking worry about it. But know in the back of your mind there's always a risk. But if something happens, that was your brother. Seeing out his life. Yeah, I'd be more worried about him getting hooked on fucking opiates because they were giving him out like candy. No, but they were giving him out like candy there. I'd be more worried about him getting drunk driving, getting hooked on drugs, or all that other shit than I would about him getting killed. He wants to be
1% chance.
Yeah, the square. I think it's a very, very unlikely. And other things, they're all locked down now doing shit. And we got a guy on the team that's in the military. Do you think they'll be? I know he's supposed to be deployed in April. Do you think he'll that this thing will be over soon? What, war?
No, I mean people in lockdown.
Corona.
I don't fucking know. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think so. I think the only way I think the lockdown ends is if people start being afraid of losing their lives or jobs. That's what I believe. I don't think anybody's going to end. I think once first it was flattening the curve, then it was stopping the infections, like anybody thought that could be stopped, and then now it's indefinite. And I think the only way that gets stopped is if people rise up and stop it, hopefully non-violently. So I honestly think once it's over, I think there'll be an environmental emergency of some kind where everybody's got to get fucking locked down and told what the fuck to do. I don't think our politicians.
Good luck.
Yeah, I don't think our politicians are going to let this power go. They've never been happier. I've never seen them as happy as they are now. So I don't think I think any jackass that tells you, well, if you just started listening and wearing like your kid, fucking Liam said that, and fucking Jarbo said something the same thing. If you just follow along, this will all be over soon. Get fucked, both of you. All right, get fucked, both of you. That's essentially what they said. Jarbo told people to get in people's faces. Try it. I don't think you're that type of guy, Jarbo. But no, the idea that if you stay, like your kindergarten teacher, if you stay quiet for 5 minutes, then we'll get a special treat. No, that's not going to happen.
Mm-mm.
So I don't think it's going to say anytime soon. Actually, your brother may be safer in the military the way things are going in Washington.
Oh, jeez. I have to go.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you for talking to me.
All right. Good luck. That was my best talk, but
if you're scared of the virus, stay the fuck home. Yeah. If you're fat and overweight and scared of the virus, lose some fucking weight.
All right, I'm not scared and I'm fat and overweight. And old.
Hoorah.
No, not that old. Hoorah.
Well, that's because you're sitting down. You're safe.
Yeah, when I stand up, everybody sees what a fat ass I am.
Yeah, and then Corona's got you. You're dead. Just fucking dead.
Are you familiar with the Dyatlov Pass incident? The Russians that went into the fucking woods where I'm talking. You guys don't know shit. You don't watch.
I think is it the one where they like went to like some kind of like snow? Mountain?
Yeah. They went to some snow mountain, and when they found them, like a month and 2 months later, they'd all taken off their clothes.
Yeah, they were all like naked. And
yeah,
shit.
like they all they knew is they just ran out, and that's one of the last stages of hypothermia. Actually,
you actually get like you feel like you're getting really hot.
Yeah, that's what they think. They don't know for sure, but they know it's the last stage because they think all the blood rushes your organs in an attempt to protect them. So these guys, but the thing that was weird about this one is, they had 10 guys go up. One of them like twisted his ankle or something or got sick prior, and when all these guys were supposedly experienced. I think it was like 4 men, 5 women, or maybe 5 men, 4 women. I forget, something like that. And they had done shit like this before. I don't know who the fuck goes on a snow hike in a winter. Fucking Russians, I swear to God.
Russians,
yeah. Hides the cut. Yeah, it's probably Finns. Finns killed them, and none of them come back. None of them come back, and they find them. Their clothes are off, and the thing is, something spooked them because they hit something that somebody tore open the tent with a knife, and somehow they got split. And one guy had a chest injury, another guy was missing a tongue, but they think that was animals. Well, here's the thing I found out about. It's a Dyatlov Pass, I think it was called. Here's something I found out really interesting. There was another incident like that where all 10 guys got taken, all Soviet soldiers, not in the same place, completely different area, in 1973. And then in 1993, the weirdest motherfucking one happened because they had a survivor that witnessed the whole fucking event. These kids, they're all around my age. Like they were, like I said, 15, 90. One of them was like 15. He's like my age, literally born in 76, right? Dyatlov Pass. Okay, there's another incident in 78, but this one happened in 1993. Check this shit out. They go up for one of these hikes in the summertime. Okay. So it's gonna get cold, but it's not gonna get much more colder than just below freezing or snow temperatures.
Is it in like the middle of Siberia?
Up a mountain, and so it's like South Siberia, but it's summertime. So this is about the safest hike. Most of the guys have done this stuff, and most of the girls have done, because apparently Russians like to torture themselves for vacation. I don't fucking know what it's about. So, all right, I'm gonna try to get this in order as best I can, and if somebody knows about this better than I do, I apologize. I'm gonna buy because I've been thinking about this shit all fucking weekend. I cannot get this shit out. I can't get this situation out of my head. So they go up the mountain. I wish I could fucking look it up. The amount of people. Let's see. Because if I see the people's faces, then I could know what happened. All right, fuck it. I won't do it because it'll take forever. All right. So they have a 41-year-old woman who's an expert in this shit, right? They have a guy. His name is Sasha. All right. He's like the strongest. He's about 24 years old. There's another guy who's about 23. His name is Dennis. And there's another guy that's 15 years old. And he looks like Sergei Zubov. So he's got that kind of Mongolian look to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's 3 girls. So I think it's 4 girls, like 3 guys. Yeah, so it's 4 girls, 3 guys. So here's what happens. They go up and they get over there what's called a Mongolian typhoon or a Mongolian storm of some kind. All right? And remember, they're all prepared for this shit. So it's going to get a little colder and a little snowier than they expected. For reasons that nobody knows, not even the survivor, the person that was in charge of the hike didn't move them to a shelter that was less than a mile away that they could easily made. They decided to put out their tents and take shelter. No problem with that, but why? Why tell you, like, why? Why
you could just go an extra mile.
We just go an extra mile and we could in there, everything would have been cool.
It takes 15 minutes, so if that.
That's not where the problem begins. They sit there in the night. The temperature does not go that low. I mean, it's below 0 because it's, Celsius 0. So we're talking about it's enough to snow. A lot of snow on the ground, what have you. They all get through the night. No fucking problem, okay? They get up. They eat. No problem. This was such a simple hike that the woman that was in charge, a 41 woman, was going to meet her 16-year-old daughter to merge the two groups. So that's how, like, low-key this hike is. All right, they hit a bump, the fucking snow came in, whatever, they're more prepared for it. All of them get up, and they continue the hike. And then something happens. Sasha, for some reason, the strongest male, about 24 years old, starts to foam at the mouth and start bleeding profusely from his ears and his nose. The 41-year-old woman, the leader of this whole situation, goes over and tries to comfort him, what have you. And he dies. So there's obviously a little bit of a panic going on, right? She decides for some reason, she's like, I'm going to stay with him, right? I'm going to stay with him. I want you guys to start to descend. The story goes that they got just out of like visual distance, and she screams. They come back, and she's dead. Right? At this point, total fucking chaos breaks up. Total chaos, according to the one witness that survived. The 15-year-old and a girl around his age start to sporadically undress. It ain't cold enough for that shit. That's the last stage. Sporadically undress and start crawling at their throats. Dennis, the other male, completely freaks the fuck out, and she starts like hiding behind a rock. Like he can't believe what the fuck is going on. The other girl, the eventual survivor, goes to she made up. I'm sorry, the 41-year-old might not have been dead yet. I think she was on her way. She was like, she eventually got. It was a heart attack. I apologize. So I did skip that. She says, go check on the girl that's clawing at her throat. She runs over. The girl that's clawing at her throat bites the survivor, right? And it already appears like the other kid who suffered from Sasha's symptoms, bleeding out his ears and his nose, he's already gone. He goes back, she gets Dennis, who's complete fucking panic, right? And says, we got to get the fuck out of here. Now the leader of the thing's dead. They start to descend down the hill in a rush, and he goes, it was only a little while, where Dennis starts bleeding out his ears, foaming at the mouth, and drops dead right in front of her. For the next 2 days, she trekked down the mountain, right? And for the next 2 days, she trekked down the mountain, and some paddlers found her. And they blew her off at first because they said, do you need any help? But she couldn't talk. And then they went back because something was weird about it, and they realized she was a survivor of this thing. They went back. She told the Russian authorities, and this is Yeltsin's Russia. This is not Soviet Union Russia, all right? They go up there. I've seen the pictures myself. I've seen the gross fucking pictures myself. She's leaning over Sasha dead. The other kids are dead in the corner and what have you. She even reported one of them started banging their head with a rock in the middle of all this. They literally died. It was like a horror movie. Like in a matter of 15 minutes, she watched everybody die in front of her like that.
It's pretty much the fucking movie to think.
Yeah, that's thinking around it. Frostbite.
I was gonna say, who are the fucking people that make Until Dawn?
Somebody said frostbite. How the fuck do you get frostbite when you slept all night, already at, okay, let's go, and everybody gets frostbite and hypothermia? And they tested all their bodies, and it all said hypothermia. But it didn't make any sense because it wasn't that cold. It was cold. You had to have the stuff on, but they were experiencing like the final stage of, and I don't know about the ears bleeding and the nose. I know that the undressing's a part of hypothermia. I understand that part, right? You pretty much burn a lot. Your organs like burn themselves out. But all the other stuff doesn't match up as far as I know. It reminds me of Dyatlov Pass. All right, this is the one. There's 3 Dyatlov passes, and that's what I found out. I've always known about Dyatlov since I was a kid. There's 3 of them. The 93 one's the most interesting, because somebody made it. She couldn't talk for days. She only gave one statement to the police and has never spoke about it again. Dark Curiosities. Yes, I'm a big fan. It's like Barat to Pass. And that's the thing. By searching this one, yeah, there it is. Right there. Jen Filter. And I'm a big fan of hers, by the way. That's the most interesting. And there's another one in 73. All 10 guys. Bang. All the clothes off.
Yeah. I saw that one. I'm watching that one.
It is horrifying. is probably the most. I can't get this shit out of my head. Like, how do they die? How do they die? How do they die?
Yeah.
It wasn't that fucking cold. Now with the kids at Dyatlov, you can understand because maybe it dropped and people went nuts. But why? Like, how do they get cold to begin with? The Russian guys, that's the one I know the least about because the stuff I read was translated to English. The 71 and 73, where the entire Soviet squad got taken out by whatever the fuck this shit is. But every time they test the bodies, and by the way, the woman died of a heart attack, not of hypothermia. The leader of the whole thing. It's incredible. Yeah, there was autopsies. Radiation. Yeah, that's what I wonder. But, and then look, if it was radiation, Russians ain't going to admit that. But why would they be testing that shit up in the middle of nowhere? These are 3 different places that are far from each other. One reporter accused the girl that survived of killing all them. You want him telling me a 20-fucking-year-old guy killed 2 grown men, a 15-year-old teenager, and another 3 girls? Get the fuck out of here. What is she, a commando? It does sound a little like rabies, but how do you get rabies all at once?
Yeah.
Where would you get it? Where would you
get it? Like, these guys are seemingly healthy. They all died of communism. Maybe I should do more stuff like this. I always steal all their stuff. All the guys I watch, I'll just go on and I'll do it in a New Jersey accent.
Now this shit literally sounds like I forget who the people are who made it, but it feels like that shit.
If you're familiar with Dyatlov Pass, which is freaky as fucking as it is, because there's guys that had broken chest wounds, guy was missing his tongue. The clothes thing could be a part of hypothermia, but it doesn't make sense that they got hypothermia. Even with those guys, if they got hypothermia, it's because they left the tent. Why'd they leave the tent? I mean, the Russian guys, I don't know anything about. The 73 incident, I've really got. Yeah. You get diseases from certain animal scat, yeah. But apparently, the girl also said they all ate from the same shit. The same pot. She didn't get nothing. But she couldn't talk for a couple of years, and she had a heavy cold. That's all she had. His story is berserk. And she's only a little bit older than me. She's like 47 now. So she's still alive. Yeah. And she will not talk about it. I don't blame her. I saw something like that shit the story I just told was right out of a fucking movie. That's like some shit you watch like, holy fuck. There's no getting out of it. It's the most incredible, it's the closest thing to an actual horror movie I've ever heard about that's more than likely legit. And that's the thing, like,
that's a lot of money, I guess.
I've seen the crime scene pictures. I don't know what the fuck to call it. I've seen the pictures, and there's the woman lying over the fucking. They couldn't get back up there for another month, strangely enough. Thank you so much, Paradox Night Owl. But yeah, it's wild, baby. It's wild. Yeah. Should be Tales from the Elderly. I'm Native American. Before I get canceled, I can say this. All right, I think I'm done for the night. I went over 10 o'clock. I'm sure the neighbors are pissed. And then
probably.
Fuck them.
I'll be here Monday and Tuesday. I don't know. We're going to go back on an announcement base after that. So I'll be getting up in the fucking morning and, taking a bus over here and getting to fucking work. I'm sorry about the stream today. I'm sure things are improved. Maybe I don't know. Those fucking things could be fucked up over here. But, all right. I'm out of here. Commie wild dinkos. He died of communism. You guys are kind of fucked up, man. All right, sorry about the fucked up stream. Go to Dark Curiosities. Nice Scottish girl. Does good work. See ya.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you bout to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she bout to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the king's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
It's okay to call a black keto the N-word?
Yo,